Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for Dope 2015, and I'm saying 2015 because there's a ton of films that with the name Dope who have the name Dope. There's one from like 1932 and then another one from like 2004. So yeah, I'm going to say that right off the bat. So yeah, this movie stars Shamik Moore, Tony Ravilory, Tony Ravilory, Forrest Whitaker, Tyga, yeah, Tyga, ASAP Rocky, or Raheem Mayers, however you want to call him, DeAndre Bonds, Bruce Betty, Blake Anderson, Chrissy Clemens, Rick Fox, Kimberly Ellis, Zoe Saldana, Christopher Glenn, and Channel Iman, okay, and Josh Mayer. Yeah. Um, yeah, I believe that's it for the main cast. Um, yeah. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and then come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you fair warnings. As usual, I did. So as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, you have this kid Malcolm. He's kind of a '90s hip hop geek, which I do like how they kind of use the word geek in a more non-traditional way, because geeks could be about anything. Usually we think of geeks, school nerds, school geeks, but every now here you have a hip hop '90s geek, which I thought was pretty interesting. How they use the word, but still, basically you have this kid Malcolm who's trying to get into Harvard, and one day he goes to this party, and then at the end of the party, when the police decide to bust into the party, he somehow manages to have his backpack filled with a shit ton of drugs, mostly cocaine, and yeah, dope basically. And now he has to try to find a way to get rid of it, as at the same time while trying to get into Harvard, and yeah, let everything ensue. Let all hell break loose for this kid. So yeah, now the main actor Shamik Moore, this kid's gonna go places for sure. He was incredible. Really funny in my opinion. He had really perfect comedic timing, and he was also a pretty great actor. He was able to be dramatic when he wanted to. He was able to be comedic when he wanted to. So yeah, and I think one of the scenes I think shows his best drama attempt, no, not attempt, but his range in drama, I guess, is this one scene. Spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. And I know I'm going right into this review, but whatever. Basically, it's more towards the end of the film where he has his gun pointed up to one of his bullies, and you see him crying basically, and it was really incredibly done in my opinion. And with that scene, I knew this kid was gonna go places, because I thought, before I saw that scene, like, yeah, this kid's really good. He's gonna go places. I think, you know, I thought he was gonna go places. Yeah, he's pretty good. And then I saw that scene, like, damn, yeah, nigga has range. Yeah, so yeah, and then you also have the little Indian kid from Grand Budapest Hotel. Again, the little Indian kid from Grand Budapest Hotel. I did not see him as that little kid from Grand Budapest Hotel. I saw him as this kid, JD or whatever his name, or RD, in the movie. Really great in my opinion. I did not see him as a kid from Grand Budapest. I completely forgot he was a kid from Grand Budapest. So everybody here in this movie do an incredible job. Also, it's a comedy film. It's a drama comedy film. Dramedy. It is very comedic when it needs to be. You have this one, maybe one of the weirdest sex scenes I've seen in a movie. Basically, to some um and to some point, it is also a bit disgusting. Some degree, it is disgusting. But basically, you have him, and you have Shamik Moore's character Malcolm, and he goes to this one guy's house who he thinks he has to deliver the drugs to, and so he goes there, and this guy has a sister, and basically he stays there with the sister while his two friends and the brother go off to, like, a donut place and try to just get donuts, right? So those two are about to have sex, and all of a sudden the girl just pukes on him because she's had a shit ton of coke, and it was just hilarious, disgusting but hilarious. And it wasn't one of those things that's being gross to be funny. It's funny and at the same time gross. So it's not being raunchy for the sake of being funny. It's funny with a bit of raunchiness in it. So I really did like that as well. Again, such a great movie. Definitely one of the best movies of this year. By far. I saw two movies this weekend. Dope and Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, and both of them I think were some of the best movies I've seen this weekend, and this whole year thus far. And it definitely is. I mean, you also have a bunch of these twists and turns throughout the movie, and it turns out that the guy he has to deliver the drugs to also happens to be the guy who is doing his Harvard interviews to get in, and that I thought that was pretty interesting. And also he has to write this essay, and I really did like how they worded the essay, especially the ending. And it's like, why, it's like they ask him, or he writes in the essay, you guys ask me why do I want to go into Harvard, question mark. And then the next thing he writes is, would you ask me that same question if I was white? So I did like that, how it kind of did acknowledge the fact that it was racist as well. Like, it's not a racist movie, but it just does show that there are people out there in the world that are racist. And I really did like that because it kind of did touch upon it a bit in this movie, but I thought it really had full impact at the end of the movie. So again, I mean, the one thing that I do find kind of questionable is that this movie says, keep your humanity, be who you are. It's basically one of those movies that's like, be who you are, don't give in into anything. But then you have this kid who's just it's a really questionable thing, and I'm not gonna take points away from it. It's just like one of those things that you have to kind of be like, wait, that if they're saying this but then they're doing that, isn't that a bit hypocritical? But whatever. It's like one of those things, like, it's like, be who you are, don't change that much. You do have to change, but you have to be who you are and see where life takes you. However, this kid at the beginning of the movie, he was this innocent guy who watched a shit ton of porn, which we saw. It was kind of funny. That was one of they showed him like jerking off like 3 times. It was really funny. We didn't see his thing, but it was so pretty funny to see it. Again, one of those things that's, it's not being raunchy to be funny. It's funny with a bit of raunchiness. So yeah, but basically it's like, again, we have at the beginning of this kid of the movie, you have this kid who's into hip hop and porn. Basically, he's into a lot of 90s hip hop, 90s culture, just like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and he's also likes a bit of porn, but he also likes the modern technology, such as the cell phones and bitcoins and whatnot. But then towards the end of the movie, he's pointing guns at people, selling drugs, and threatening people's lives, saying that they could go to jail unless he tells them what to do. It's one of those things, you're not being yourself. But then again, another message in the movie is, you have to doubt the hands you're given with, and he was given drugs and a gun, and now he's using that to his advantage. So yeah, I mean, again, there were some pretty raunchy scenes, but again, some of those things that it's being raunchy to be funny. It's just funny with a bit of raunchiness. So again, that's like one thing we do need to point out, because there were a lot of raunchy scenes. You have the kid jerking off 3 times. You have this one time where the lesbian girl pulls up her shirt to show that she has tits. The girl is vomiting on the other kid while halfway through sex, and then she pees by the bushes. We have this one time where this guy's like shot in the leg. Shot in the leg. So there's that. So again, not being raunchy for the sake of funniness, being funny with a bit of raunchiness. So, and there was a shit ton of those types of jokes. So again, really great movie, one of the best movies I've seen this year, definitely. And yeah, again, one of the more smaller independent films. If you happen to see it in your local theater, do check it out. Really great movie in my opinion. Yeah, fantastic movie in my opinion. Definitely one of the best movies this year. And yeah, aside from that, that's basically it for this review. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. I mean, the one complaint I may have about the movie, it is a bit too violent for its own sake. But aside, that may turn some people off. I mean, me, it doesn't really bother me, but it may turn other people off. And again, you can see the artistic things. Yeah, but one thing it was kind of more of a nitpick or a pet peeve. I'm not really deducting points for it, but there was this one point early in the film where they were talking about influential rappers and rappers from like the 90s, and they were talking about like NWA, Public Enemy, Coolio, Biggie, and I'm just thinking, when are they gonna mention Tupac? They never mentioned Tupac throughout the film. In my opinion, one of the best rappers out there. And yeah, many people are surprised I actually like rap from like the 90s, like gangster rap, apparently that's what people call it, which I call complete bullshit, whatever. But people are kind of surprised I like hip hop. Yeah, I'm actually a huge fan of hip hop. I know I'm going to like like heavy hip hop or whatever, like if that makes sense. I'm not like that huge of a fan like hip hop as I am to rock, but I do like I do like hip hop as well. NWA, Public Enemy, Tupac, Biggie, Coolio, Snoop Dogg, Eminem if you want to consider him, Nas, yeah, Dr. Dre. Um, so yeah, I mean people are kind of surprised. I say yeah, I also like hip hop. No problem, whatever. So I did like also the references to the hip hop culture. Overall, though, pretty great movie in my opinion. Fantastic movie. Again, 9 out of 10 is what I'd give this film. And yeah, that's basically it for this review. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, or MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. Comment down below your thoughts on the movie. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. Subscribe. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Aside from that, comment down below your thoughts on the movie. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.